This is Chris James again with the Muzzy XD Pro reel here. We're going to show you a couple features about the XD Pro reel. First off, the XD Pro reel uses an integrated mounting bracket, so there's no more need for a reel seat that's separate. That cut about half the weight out of the mounting device to the reel, which is a big deal because, you know, when you're bow fishing, all the extra weight that you're holding for hours on end. So that's a really big improvement over the previous ones. It still uses a stainless steel bolt to the bow. It's very secure. It doesn't rock back and forth. It also has your accessory port on the front here, so you can put a line puller or a rod adapter on the front of it. We extended the cone of the hood here, so the regular XD reel is kind of domed here instead of coned out. This helps the line flow off, shoot a lot smoother, a little more accurate shooting. And then the big thing is on the back here. You'll notice there's no button on this reel. And the reason that we did that is because a lot of guys really have a problem keeping the button pushed, making sure that it's pushed all the time, and they have that fear of not pushing the button. So this has a setting, so you flip it over, and when you flip it over, the line goes into free spool mode. So I can pull that line out, and as long I can turn that handle, and it will never engage the pickup pin to reel that line in. As long as that lever is over to the left, it will not engage. So it's just like a bottle reel at that point. When you flip the lever over, it's free spool. It will not go back into retrieval mode until you flip the lever back across. Now when you flip the lever across, it still is just like the button on a reel with a button, like the button was pushed. So it's still free spool, but now you can bump it and cock it. So now it won't go out anymore, and you can retrieve the line.
All right, talk to us about the drag and the pound test line you've got on it.
Okay, so the line on here is a 150-pound test tournament line that we have. We find that's the smoothest shooting line. It is a little bit smaller in diameter than the 200 that we normally recommend, but guys really want a smooth shooting reel, and that 150 is going to give you the best feel when you're shooting. The drag settings, you can turn it down to where there's no drag. This is an automotive disc style drag system. So anytime you're going to take the cap off, you always want to turn the drag down to 0. But then it's got a quick thumb adjust, and the way you want to set your drag is depending on your fishing conditions. You want your drag set just tight enough that when you shoot your arrow into the water, if it sticks in the bottom, you can reel it tight and snatch it out of the mud without it taking any drag. So if you can't do that, you need to keep tightening it until you do. And at that point, you'll actually be able to put the arrow on, and if you don't have this engaged where it's in the shooting position and you go to draw the bow, it'll actually just pop right off.